Hey y'all, welcome back, welcome back.
How's it going?
Yeah, glad to see y'all here again, joining us for another session.
It's a blessed day.
Yeah. You know, how you doing today, Mary? You doing good?
I'm doing wonderful, Bob.
That's awesome, man. Uh, I feel like getting on some deep topics today. What about y'all? Y'all want to get on some deep topics?
You know you do.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I don't like beating around the bush, so let's do this. All right. Question number one, man. What do you cherish most about life?
The fact that we have free will and we get to create our destinies, Bobby. You know, a lot of the time people feel like they don't have an option, that life is just coming at them, but they don't realize that they can control their realities with their minds and their feelings and their thoughts. So, we can make it as beautiful or as ugly as we decide,
Oh, yeah,
we can make
for
it
sure.
heaven or hell.
No, I definitely feel that. It's like everyone's always talking about heaven and hell when you leave Earth, but what about when you're on Earth? Like, you're literally either in heaven or you're in hell. Sometimes you're in purgatory, you're right in the middle. But a lot of times we either lean to one side or we lean to the other. So, what do I cherish most about life? That's quite the question. So, I'm the type of individual, I really enjoy life a lot more than the average person does. The things that I cherish most about life is being able to create. I love creating things. Like, that's how I really know that I'm creating God's image, because God's the creator. He, created everything. And it's like every time I get the chance, I'm creating something. Like, I don't even think about it, you know what I mean? I'm just constantly creating. But that's not really the only thing I cherish about life. I cherish just beauty, the beauty of life. Like, I'm the type of person that really just, I appreciate so much of the beauty, the art, the creativity that is all throughout this life. How everything is in abundance, you know what I mean? Like, so many different flavors of everything, like human beings, food, weather,
Flowers, wildlife,
animals, insects. Like, we could go on for days about that. And now, we're definitely getting into all different types of currency, even though there was already many types of currency. But, we just use money for the most part. That's the thing. It's like, there's so many things in life that are very valuable, but we feel like money is the most. But I can't say money is one of the most things I cherish in life, but money is a byproduct, in my opinion. It's just a tool to be used, but most people get used by money, you know what I mean?
It's just an exchange of energy.
Exactly. It's definitely necessary at the moment. All right. To the second question we go. What were the main things that you had to go through that turned you into the person you are today? Now, no need for a huge story or a lot of details. Just a brief explanation will be enough, you know what I mean? Try to keep it as brief as possible, because, we could talk about that one for days.
So, I feel like I had to go through a lack of love and affection as a child in order for me to be the loving person that I am today. If I didn't have that obstacle, I don't believe that I would be as loving. I don't think I would be, a vessel of love in a sense. And then I also had to go through my own pain and addiction in order to rise above and be able to help others. What they call a wounded healer is what I kind of see myself as. I feel like my love not only healed myself, but could help heal the world in a sense, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Um, so the main things that I had to go through that turned me into who I am today. So I went through a lot of things, but no need to go into details. But there were a lot of challenges, a lot of roadblocks, a lot of not fitting in, a lot of time of isolation by myself, you know, to really get to know myself. Like, my life didn't really change a lot until I got to know myself very well. And that took me just spending more time with myself. And that, with a lot of challenges and things that I had to overcome in life, is really who I am today. And just, I don't know, just getting so many second chances. You know, I've got quite a few second chances in life, and I think that's why I am today. If I didn't have so many tries at this game we call life, I think I would have already been done with, you know. Well, you gotta count your blessings.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's one thing. Whenever we go through, when we're children, kids learn by stumbling and falling and then getting back up. They learn by making mistakes and doing. But when we get older, we tend to look down on ourselves as soon as we make one single mistake, you know, and then we will quit. But mistakes are what help you grow, what help you learn things, in all honesty, you know. So we have to make these mistakes.
That's true. That's very true. And it's like, basically, I feel like I changed the most in a better way the more I went upon living. You know what I mean? Not just existing, living. Like, going through life, going through trials and tribulations is what really molds your character.
Mm-hmm.
And, love it. And just like that saying, you either make it or break it. It's like, during them times of pressure and situations that are very dramatic and can be very traumatic, you either break under pressure or you make yourself into something that you wanted to be or you could be proud of.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really why we're here today. You know, we decided to fight it instead of giving in. We decided to overcome instead of run.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's really, most situations, there's only really two sides to the coin. You know, you can throw in a lot of different options, but you're either veering to the left or you're veering to the right. You know what I mean? All right. Next question. Yeah. How do you feel about exercise? And should we do it every day? Is it worth the trouble of doing?
You know, they say a body in motion stays in motion.
Yes.
Well, once you become stagnant and complacent, your body's going to start deteriorating in a sense. If you're not, especially if you're not feeding it the right foods, but even still, you can eat as healthy as you want. You know, you could be eating the best foods that you grew out of your garden, but if you are not doing some kind of physical activity, even just 10 minutes a day, I feel like would be very beneficial. Go take a walk. It doesn't have to be strenuous. Go take a walk, do a little jumping jacks. What is the thing that we used to do in school? Squat thrust. I think they changed the name to like burpees now, maybe. Is that different? I don't know. But
shit, you got me.
But exercise is definitely very vital because your heart is obviously, you know, the most important organ of your body.
Yeah.
You know, and if it's not functioning properly, everything's gonna start falling apart, really.
Yeah, for real. Like, so, God, exercising. I fucking love exercising. I really love physical activity. It makes me feel so damn good. And you know, once I learned about exercising and all the benefits it does to the brain and the body, it just gave me so much more motivation to exercise. So it's like, not only did I learn that when you exercise, you get a natural high, and that's why you feel good after exercising, but I also learned that every time I exercise, it extends my life. Every time I exercise, it boosts my immune system. Every time I exercise, it makes my brain work better. See, that's what really got me. Like back in the day, you know, I was working out, and sometimes I wouldn't work out. And then all of a sudden, I started realizing that every time I worked out, homework was way easier. I would just breeze through it. And it was like, first I thought it was just a coincidence, but then all of a sudden, you know, it's happening again. It's like the brain and the body are so connected. They are so connected. You do something to the body, you're doing it to the brain. You do something to the brain, you're doing it to the body. And just like you said, if you don't exercise and get enough physical activity, a little cardio, a little bit of lifting weights and stuff like that, the heart is not going to be in good shape. And without the heart, I mean, the whole entire factory shuts down.
Yeah.
You know, you can't do anything without the heart. I mean, you mess up your brain, there's a good chance you might still be there, but I mean, when you lose the heart, you lose the brain. So I feel like exercising is very important, and you don't necessarily have to do it every single day, but you need to do some kind of physical activity almost every single day. You know, it doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be like super, you know, intense.
You can do some dancing. Just turn on your favorite music and get buck wild in the kitchen by yourself. You know?
And like you said, all you have to do is like 10, 15 minutes a day. And here's the kicker. Once you start doing it 5, 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, the next thing you know, you're doing it 20 minutes a day. The next thing you know, you're doing it 30 minutes a day, and it don't even feel like nothing because you've been doing it for so long. It's the norm. Like, as human beings, we're creatures of habit, and the more we do things, the more it becomes the normal. So whatever you want to learn and whatever you want to get better at, just start doing it for like 1 to 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, it ain't nothing anymore. It ain't hard at all anymore. It's just part of your routine. And that's how you really become a master at things. You just start incorporating things into your routine, and before you know it, it won't even bother you.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Next question. Feelings and emotions. How powerful can they be if you use them right? And how dangerous can it be if you let them control your life?
I feel like basically that's the difference between you being happy and healthy and then you being miserable and depressed and not wanting to be on this earth, because your emotions really control everything. Like, in a sense, because, okay, they say your stomach is like your second brain. Your gut is your second brain. So that's like where your emotional center is right there, you know? Like, so you can have stomach problems. You can have all types of stuff if your emotions are too, you know, uncontrolled in a sense. But, you know, if you're able to keep your emotions not really in check, but you want them to be healthy and thriving and use those to create your reality. If you know, have joyful emotions, the majority of the time, you're going to have a better life. Things are going to go more in your favor. But if you constantly have negative emotions, then not only are you probably going to end up being physically sick, somehow you're also going to have a lot of chaos in your life that is surrounding you, and you're just not going to have a fun time.
No, I definitely agree. It's like, I feel like if you want to get control of your life, you have to get in control of your emotions and your feelings. And it's easier said than done, of course, but it's just like, oh man, basically, once I learned about emotions and feelings, I started mastering myself. I started really knowing myself. And for the longest time as a man, I went through life and they're all like, you need to hide your emotions, you need to be a man, you need to not show feelings and stuff like that. And it's a whole bunch of bull. It's really a whole bunch of bull. It's what, I understand being masculine, but being masculine isn't hiding your emotions and feelings and suppressing them until they manifest in some way or another in your life. And you wonder why you can't really be cool in a certain situation, or you wonder why you're having certain problems with your body or something like that. Like, emotions and feelings, those are like frequencies. You're vibrating on a certain frequency when you're in a certain feelings. You're feeling emotions. Like, if you're feeling negative emotions, you're on a very low frequency. When you're feeling positive emotions, you're on a very high frequency. And whatever kind of frequencies you're giving off, that's what kind of frequencies are coming back. What kind of energy you're giving off is what energy you're giving back, or you're getting back. And let me tell you, you do not want to be giving off them bad feeling energies all the time, because you'll be living in nothing but despair and grief and suffering. And yeah, like, if you're constantly giving out good emotions and good feelings, then you're going to be receiving that. And like you said, your life is going to be a lot better. And you'll really be able to enjoy life once you start basically living in appreciation, gratitude, happiness, joy, and excitement. I mean, stuff like that. Like, try to live a little bit. Those are the type of emotions that will really, set you on the path to living your life like it should be, at least in my opinion. All right, let's see. On to the next one. All right, Mary, what do you think about the theory that you can heal yourself and you can be your own doctor?
So I'm sure most people have heard about the placebo effect.
Oh yeah.
So they basically, whenever they are testing drugs, they're going to take different groups of people in controlled environments, and one group of people will get the actual drug that they are, testing. Some other people probably will get nothing, and then there's going to be people that get just basically a placebo, a sugar pill that they say is the medicine, but it's not. And usually the placebo people still have a very high percentage of their symptoms going away just by thinking that this is the real medicine.
Yeah.
So that just tells you right then and there that our minds are just incredible. So you can literally, if you believe that you can heal yourself, you can. There's literally been instances that anybody can look up of people that had, car accidents or whatever, and they never were going to walk again, or people that had cancer, incurable cancer, stage 4 cancer, and came back from it with nothing on the scans anymore. So it's just really, you have to use your mind and your feelings and almost ignore, in a sense, what everybody else is thinking and saying to you, and know that you can heal yourself by bringing joy to your life, having gratitude, believing, just even telling yourself every day, thank you, I am healing, thank you for my body getting better, and do something that you enjoy. Make sure you're smiling every day, make sure you're happy.
Yeah.
Have that feeling at all, not at all times, but pretty close, like more than you would the negative. And if you have like 1 or 2 negative feelings, as long as you come back from it, almost immediately, you'll be okay. But if you're constantly thinking about how sick you are, or how I'm never going to get better, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like Ralph Smart always says, you're making a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're basically writing out your future. when it really comes down to healing yourself, so we already know that embodying negative feelings and emotions all the time can make you sick. Then of course the opposite can make you healthy. You know, and it takes a little bit more than just that, but that's where you have to start. You know, you have to embody good feelings, good emotions. Don't hold on to negative feelings and grudges, and do more than just Western medicine. You know, like if you're not feeling good, don't just go to the cabinet and grab some pills and, you know, keep throwing them down every 3 to 4 hours. You know, that's bad for your, your kidneys or your liver? Probably the whole entire body, to be honest. Because a lot of those, you know, they got a lot of chemicals in it. To be honest, when I get sick or I don't feel good, you know, I make sure to get a whole lot of sleep. I sleep like a bear, straight hibernation. And when I'm not sleeping, I'm drinking water or I'm drinking hot ginger tea with honey in it. And that's my remedy. Like, you know, I swear to God, it'll literally cut your sickness in half. And I figured that out on myself. You know what I mean? I didn't have no one telling me, hey, go get some ginger tea. It helps with colds and sickness. Like, nah, people are trying to keep that secret, you know? But with the age that we're in right now, you know, the information age, there's so much information online. And all you have to do is do a little research, you know? Of course, you're going to need to verify that it's real, you know, compare some websites and stuff to make sure the information is legit. But you can literally doctor yourself. You can school yourself. I've done it, you know? All you have to do is be dedicated to the cause. And if you really want to know how to heal yourself, you can, you know? You just got to dig deep. You can't just scratch the surface. You got to keep on doing research and be a student in the game until the end, you know? Like constantly keep learning, absorbing information like a sponge. Like information is your best friend if you want to be a healer and you want to basically take the doctor away. Because in my opinion, doctors are my bad. They're educated guessers.
Yeah.
They're educated guessers. That's all they do. They're like, let me see. I think it's this, so I'm gonna give you this prescription. Come back in about 2 weeks. Oh, that's not it? Okay, well let me go ahead and give you this. Why don't you try this one out? Come back in 2 weeks. Oh, that didn't work either? Okay, well why don't we try this one? This one's definitely gonna work. Try that one. Go get that prescription. That one will work. I promise. You know, it's like, yo, like I can do that.
Seriously,
I can do that, yo.
And actually, whenever you take, symptoms are our body's way of pushing what is wrong with us out. If you think about that, it actually is just taking the illness out of your body, but then we suppress it with medications, or because that's what we've been taught. You know, we suppress it, and then it looks like the illness is gone, but it really just stopped the symptoms. And so then the body is like, oh wait, what am I going to do with this? We're going to turn it into something else, and then you're going to have something else go wrong with you. So it's really honestly best to let it run its course, you know, unless it's a medical, you know, like a serious emergency, then okay, maybe go to the hospital. But otherwise, you really don't need your doctors, for real. I know a lot of people are not going to agree with that, but you know, you can, if you believe it, you can really.
The body does heal itself.
It does. The body does. You just got to take away the thing that caused the problem, you know, and you got to stop suppressing the symptoms, because you need to figure out the root cause of what it is.
And stop holding on to fear.
Yes,
if you're living in the fear emotion, you are basically bringing more stress on the body and the brain, and the immune system is weak when it's in anxiety, depression, and fear.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It lowers your immune system.
Yep.
So, and on top of that, it's just like I was saying, a lot of people, when they try healing themselves, they go just to the Western medicine. It's like you gotta explore beyond your horizon. You know, you have to incorporate yoga. You have to look into the Chinese medicine. You know, Chinese and Asians they live the longest out of everyone on the planet. Like, that's the first people you should be looking to, like, if you want to heal. Like stop being so stubborn and just staying with the American version.
Yeah,
You know?
Americans don't know everything.
Yeah.
We like to think we do, but we really don't, you know. Probably because, you know, we just want to be superior. That's the ego talking. But definitely also a couple other things that I like to do when I'm sick, besides what Bobby suggested, is go outside, sit in the sunshine, and connect with the earth. If you could be barefoot, but otherwise just sit on the ground and just soak up some sunshine. I swear that helps immensely, because the sun is healing, the earth is healing. You get the ground absorbs, you know, your positive ions, and it turns that into the negative ions. And then you're also, if you're walking, the reflexology, you've got all these pressure points down on the bottoms of your feet, and so you are pressing those, and that is going to help send all this goodness to your body. I'm just saying, just try it. You're gonna love it.
You know, I got something to add on to that. So we were talking about let the body heal itself. So the body is definitely made to heal itself. It just needs a little push. It's like you have to literally push it in the right direction, or spark something, you know, spark the fire and get it lit, and then it goes. Like, and there's certain ways to do that. There's certain ways to jumpstart the healing. Meditation is one of them. Sunlight is another one. Eating really nutrient-dense foods for a long period of time is another one. Embodying the love frequency all the time, that is definitely one. Removing stress out of your life, that's a big one. Stress kills probably as many people as, you know, I don't know. I'm not even going to say something. We'll just say stress kills a lot of people. I don't know the numbers, but without stress, there would be a lot more people. You know what I mean? There wouldn't be so many deaths on a regular basis. And then there's other things like just having faith. Having faith that you will heal.
Yes.
Whatever you believe, you will achieve. I swear to God, whatever you believe, you will achieve. Your beliefs, they say your belief system controls your life. And I totally agree, because once I heard that, I just went through my beliefs and I just analyzed them all, got rid of ones that I didn't feel fit anymore, and I just threw in a couple new ones. And I totally changed. Like, when you change your belief system, you're going to change your life. And if you believe that you can heal yourself, you can definitely achieve it.
Yeah.
You just got to, you know, find your way.
Yeah, just start with something small, like a little cold, or, you know, you bruised yourself. Just little things. Just step by step. You believe it, you're going to achieve it. Like Bobby. Just like Bobby said.
All right, here's the last question for the day, y'all. Do you believe that it is better to be normal and blend in with the crowd, or be different, stand out, and make a difference in this world?
This world needs us to be our unique selves. We are all built different. We all learn different. We all bring to the table something magical that the next person cannot bring. So if we're all trying to fit in and be like the next person and keep up with the Joneses, this world's just going to be bland, and in all honesty, it's going to keep going the way it's going, with everybody complaining and all the crap that's going on. You know, everybody's going to be unhappy because we're all trying to be the same. We're all trying to think, oh, if you don't think like me, then we can't be friends or whatever. No, you just gotta sit here and figure out how you can embody your complete self. You are made just perfect God image. And you have to make sure that you are shining that light because somebody needs your light. You change the world by being your complete self.
Yes, definitely. And actually more than half the time, you don't even realize that you are someone that someone looks up to, or you are the light that basically lights up the dark for a lot of people. You know, a lot of people be in a dark spot, and you just being yourself, having a good time, and that's literally lifting people up around you. You know, that's why it's so important to be yourself and be original. Don't try to blend in. You blend in, and you're gonna go unnoticed. And then, what was the point of you living? Like,
yeah, you're just lost in the crowd.
Yeah, you're just another number now. You know. But if you stand out and be authentic, and just say what you want to say, be who you want to be, that's someone to look up to. That's someone that changes the world for the better. We got so many people out here acting, you know, trying to be like these actors, you know, these famous people and all these people that are so freaking successful, you know, but when it really comes down to it, you look at these people and half of these people aren't even very good people, you know what I mean? They're not even someone to look up to. They just got a lot of money and they made a few good, successful business decisions. I don't want to blend in. Everyone always, for the longest time, they've always told me that I'm weird, that I'm not normal. And, you know, it kind of hurt me a little bit when I was growing up. You know, people always doubted me because of that. But as I got older, I got very, what's the word? I'm just way more proud of who I am. You know, I'm glad that I'm not normal. I'm glad that I'm weird. Einstein was weird. They thought that he was crazy, you know, and then he's a freaking genius, you know. Just whatever's not the same as everyone, they don't accept it at the beginning because it's different. But these different people that do different things in life are the ones that actually mold this world into what it is today. If you ever realize, you know, as life goes on, there's all these fads, you know, it's like there's this fad, oh, then they're gonna wear their pants on backwards, and then some people are gonna cock their hats like that really, you know, hard for a while. And then we got these fake eye contacts and stuff that was really popping for a while. You know, just like whatever, mohawks, you know, mohawks were in like really hot for a while. And now you don't see them that much.
They came back twice.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just, it's whatever's standing out, it usually becomes like the popular thing. You know, at first they're like, oh, what is that? You see that? I'm like, dude, look weird. But then all of a sudden, like, you know, a couple months pass, a whole year passes, and that's the new thing, you know. It's just that guy or that girl was the one that caught on first. You know, she knew that it was going to be hot. He knew that it was going to be hot. That's why they started doing it, you know.
Yeah, be confident in your weirdness, in your uniqueness. The world needs that. Do not shy away. Do not hide from that. You are supposed to be your weird, authentic self. Be weird.
Seriously, yo. Like, let's take Michael Jackson for instance. He was not normal. You know, they say he was very talented, but talent wasn't it. It was the skill. It was the time and effort he put into his craft. And he owned himself. You know what I mean? Maybe he had a rough life outside of the music industry, because I'm pretty sure he did. But when he got on the mic, he owned it. You know, like you knew it was him. There's no way to mistake Michael Jackson for someone else. And even on stage, you know, you see him on stage and he just, ooh, like, like you can't mistake Michael for someone else, like literally. So it's like, if you be authentic as possible, you make yourself into your own brand, basically, you know. You stand out like a sore thumb and people recognize you from a mile away. But you blend into the crowd and I mean, good luck. Good luck with life, basically. If you blend in with the crowd, good luck connecting with people and achieving greatness because it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, you're gonna feel even weirder than us weirdos.
And actually, you'll probably feel way more empty.
Yeah.
Seriously, when you're blending in with the crowd, you're trying to be like everyone else, yet you're not. Okay, so you don't ever feel like you're to their standards because you're already way different from them. It's like impossible to be like them. So deep down, you probably, I mean, I'm talking from experience, like when I was younger, I never fit in with people. And I'm trying to be like these people, but I could never be like them because I wasn't like them, you know? So part of me just didn't feel right. I just felt like I couldn't fit in, felt like quite the outcast, you know? But an outcast is what I was meant to be. I'm for real. Like, when God created me, He spent a little extra time. He put a few extra little notches here and there, you know what I mean? And I feel like He did that with everyone. You just got to realize it, you know? Once you realize that you are unique, you are one of a kind, then you embrace your uniqueness and show the world who you really are, you know?
Oh, yes.
Yep. All right, y'all. That's the last question. Laters.
Have a blessed night, y'all.
Deuce.